guys, it's reenactment day here, and I'm doing an update to my Farb World War I impression. As you can tell, it's not Farb much anymore. I'm only missing a few things, including the gas mask and a campaign hat, but the campaign hat's optional, but I did buy one, so that should be in a while. It'll take a while. But, so I'm just gonna start by going over everything I got on right now, and then I can do an up close of the number one, the sound of the boots, and number two, just an up close of all the gear. So let us get started top down. So we got the M1917 helmet. Had this in the last video too, as the World War I liner. This is a original helmet that I restored because it was painted white, and it was painted civil air defense, but there was no like markings on it, so I didn't mind repainting it. So as the helmet, another piece of headwear that I could actually wear is the overseas cap. Let's actually take that off right now. This hat is a little bit tighter, and of course, you know, whenever I start recording a video, that thing goes off. That's from a firehouse near me, so please ignore that. But this is the the garrison cap, or the overseas cap. This cap is it's very nice. It is made out of the same wool as the jacket, and it's a bit different. There wouldn't be any piping on it like the older ones, or the newer ones. It would be just this plain color with, and this piece that's a separate little flap on the World War II ones is actually sewn on there, which I can just show you. You see it's sewn right on there. So, and the liner in there is just a standard liner, nothing too fancy. Can leave that on, can take it off. I do need a haircut though. But this is the cap. And the reason why we made this thing to go overseas is because you could just easily fold it up and shove it in your pocket. You can't do that with a campaign hat. Let me just button that pocket, and then we will continue with the video. I'll also put this back on because need some headwear. Alright, now next, what you can see is I got the model 1917 mounted cartridge belt. I wanted to use the pistol 45 pouch and the holster that I got. These are both originals, so I got this belt, which was seen very commonly by the just people who could get their hands on them, and they did often get their hands on them. So you can see I got the 1911 pistol right here, an original holster from 1916, an original pouch from 1918, mint condition. This thing still has the papers in it that say how to take care of your magazines. So I love this pouch. Close that back up. This pouch, you know, they don't have any buttons on them like the World War I ones. They don't have the snap buttons that flip over and then you flap this over. It's all just this one flap. You can see the holster. 1911 pistol. This is the 1911 A1 airsoft, but they're almost the same. Put that back in. This cartridge belt has a little snap button for the pistol pouch, just like the pistol belt, but the rest are pouches instead of just little loops. Got the M1904 first aid kit. They're very similar to the World War ones, and they were seen as well. Got a new canteen cover, the model of 1910, but this one has the lifted dots. And inside, I got the cup and the canteen. Let me just cup and canteen. They are both originals, and they are very nice. I don't know if I updated this book, but the original one that I had, as soon as I tried to put a canteen full of water in it, the little thing where the hook is, this little part that you would think would be tough, ripped. So that's quite sad. And it didn't it's not like the stitching ripped, the actual fabric on that ripped. So that was unexpected and very sad. So I got a repro one. You can tell I'm wearing the 1910 haversack. No mess kit pouch yet, but I got the M1910 shovel on there and the 05 bayonet. I can just quickly draw that out. I don't have any locking mechanisms on it, but the model 1917, model 05 I mean, bayonet. Wood handles, nice button. This is an original from 1906. So you can see me struggling to put it back. I gotta take the field gear off anyway. So take the field gear off, keep the bayonet back in, and I will set this bayonet just right over here on the fence. I want to keep it new for a little bit, and then I'll age it. Now you have the 1917 style tunic and the model 1917 breeches, and I got new puttees. These puttees are repros instead of the original ones, and they're a bit taller, so they're better for the trenches. They go on, they're very nice on there. I can do a video on how to put on puttees when I get better at them, but for now I got repro pants instead of the originals because, you know, the originals are over 100 years old. Don't really want to use those. So we will go down to the model of 1917 trench boot. You can tell this boot, it looks very similar to the World War II style, but it does not have rubber on the bottom. It just has leather with hobnails on them. And yes, they make that very nice sound. Unless you're fighting the Germans, then it's not that nice of a sound. So, got the tunic, got the pants. Underneath the tunic, I gotta undo that. The model 1916 undershirt. This was like a standard issue shirt for them back then. You can see the buttons don't go all the way down, they just stop. And this pretty much acts as a t-shirt. You don't wear a t-shirt under it, it's just this shirt. One thing that I did find cool is the pockets. Has a little pen flap right in here. You can see there's a little cut off right here, and this is where you put a pen or pencil, whatever you had. So something I found cool with that. And everything right now is repro except the haversack, except for the field gear. A lot of the field gear is original, but all the clothing that I'm wearing except for the helmet is repro. And just button up this jacket again, and you gotta kind of do this little hook thing up here. It's somewhat annoying, but you get used to it. So this is the uniform. I do not have a gas mask, like I said. Let me check this thing. I do not have a gas mask. I will get that in time. I went to go order one, but it was out of stock, so I either gotta decide to get the British one, which was used by the American force, or get the American model 1917 and wait to get it. So that is a decision that I need to make. The British one is very similar to the US one, or the US one is very similar to the British one, I should say. So you're not really gonna see a difference other than the bag, which I can also just get a new bag for it if I decide. But the British one is also $20 more than the US one. So we'll see. We'll see what one is in stock when I get the money saved up. So this is the uniform. I do not have my 03 stock out here yet, but I do have the pistol, and you would have a rifle with this as well. You can just see my dog running around. So I will bring over to the pavement so you can hear the sound of the boots, and I will also go inside and I can do an up close of all this uniform and the gear. So let us get to that. Alright, Now, let us hear that sound that the hobnails make. A little close of it, though. Gotta love that sound. Just a very unique sound you won't get from anything else but hobnails walking on pavement. But do have really good traction on the dirt. Say hi, Maggie. Alright, I couldn't find a good place to lay everything out, so this will have to do. So, starting off, we can start off with the basic uniform and stuff, then work our way up to field gear. But, so, real quick, this is the model 1917 uniform. You can tell it is more of a khaki color, made out of a rougher wool. Liner inside is a very nice liner. It is really nicely made by What Price Glory. And it is a very soft, very nice internal liner. There's no liner around the neck, which could be a problem for people who have wool irritations. The pockets, this is one of the pockets. You can tell it's bigger than that one. This one, I heard it couldn't be used for anything more than a piece of paper. And again, 4 pockets, very nice army buttons. Yeah, there. You would have collar discs up here, but I do not have them there. But they do have holes for them. Moving over, we got the model 1917 pants. You can tell the buttons are very nice. They got a US Army on them. The internal liner is more of a gray, or not gray, more of a green. And it is a little bit darker of a green than the tunic. You go down, you can see laces at the bottom that can tighten the bottom up to your leg. And again, on this side, you have little paddings right here. You got a pocket watch that most pants actually do have, but I'm guessing this was used for exactly what it was meant for back then. And that is pretty much the uniform. If you go over real quick, just standard boot socks, nothing too fancy about them. Just included them. We have the model 1916 undershirt. You can tell this is a very nice shirt. Closer up of the pen pocket right there. Very cool feature. They have elbow pads, and it is just a very nice cotton shirt. Again, made by What Price Glory. So are the pants. Standard World War II style web belt. I will get a World War I one eventually, but I'm in no rush for a belt. Going over, we got the 2 rolls of puttees. Though they are very nice. They are definitely made out of wool, and they do work good. We got the overseas cap. It's very nice. You can see this is not a flap right here. This is, but this is not. Liner, just a standard liner in there. And it is very nice. It's a bit more curvy than the World War II style, but still very nice. Over here, we got the model of 1917 trench boot. Look inside, or look on the bottom. You see the hobnails. This thing, I forget what it's called. The soles are made out of wood, all the way up. Bombs lined with leather. You do need to dub the bottom of these boots, and I've already put a little bit of dubbing on them already. They were a lot lighter. Pretty much as light as these laces, so that's a little bit of a comparison. The model of 1910 canteen with canteen cup. These are both original. This is a pre-1917, and this is a 1918 dated one, but it is under the handle, so you can't really see it. Alright, I dropped my camera, so that was fun. But we have the model of 1910 T-handle shovel. This is a World War I style because smooth rivets. Looks like it was repainted in World War II. but I'm just gonna leave it like this because it's very nice. Got an Altoids can for the model 1904 first aid pouch. Snap buttons on them. We got over here, let's go back over, the model 1911 A1 airsoft gun. There's actually a BB in there, but it's very nice, pretty. It's actually a very nice airsoft gun for getting it for 15 bucks. Now going back over, we got the 1917 Brody helmet with the liner. You can tell it's American because it has rivets instead of split pins. Going down, we got a original July 1918 dated 45 pouch that would fit a holster. This is the paper that's in there if you guys wanted to see it. Give you a second to read it. You can pause it and read it if you didn't read it already, but the model 1917 mounted cartridge belt. So the bottom is made out of a slightly different canvas than the top. It's very nice. Very good reproduction. You got the model 1910 canteen cover. Bayonet scabbard with the bayonet. So right there. It's actually upside down. And Springfield Armory 1906. So it's a very nice bayonet. When I found that thing, it was very, very bent. So straighten the blade a little bit, put new handles on it, and it was good. We got the model 1910 haversack. Biggest difference, I'd say, is the back. There would be one little strap that goes down and hooks onto here, but yeah, it doesn't have it, surprisingly. And these little flat, instead of the rounded World War II style, they're flat. The model 1910 shovel carrier. This is a World War II one, because you know that. Over here, we got the model 1910 leggings. They are too big on me, that's why they didn't show them in the video. So I'm gonna get a smaller pair pretty soon. And I don't think I pointed this out, the original 1916 holster. Very nice condition. Well, that's going to be it for my Farb World War I impression, part 3, I think. You can see I got a lot more things, less Farb now, more just incomplete. And it is a very nice collection so far. If you have any video ideas, please put them down in the comments. If you have anything that you want to tell me about this stuff, go ahead. And if you have any questions on any of this, put them down in the comments. I'll try to answer them. Or I'm sure somebody else will answer them if needed. But thanks for watching. I hope